world, time is virtual. Mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies? What mind we got remedies? Friends like this, train you when you drink. Gonna make them a pray, me a pray. Know where you want and go feet. And if you fail the process, you have to repeat. Determination, no trick defeat. You want the fat ride with the leather and the seat. Different farm, the devil coming off with deceit. Yeah, yeah. My friends them have to motivate me. And if them don't tell me, no, them not rate me.
Ooh, she has beauty. Ooh, she has sass. Ooh, she has fire. Ooh, she has class. Ooh, she has that talent so good, it's in my bag. Hey, Toronto, what's up? I am Lola Fayola. This is the Lola Lashade Lifestyle Podcast Show, the Afro-Caribbean Fusion Show, where we are exposing local and international talents within art and entertainment. We are encouraging you to follow your dreams and answer your calling. Yeah! All right. What's up, Toronto? What's up, world? How you doing? You already know I'm right here in the building. It's right here live at Afro Live FM. Tune in, chime in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a family member. You already know what it is. We're exposing the Toronto talents out here in these parts. All right. So you can follow us on Instagram at Afro Live FM. You can follow us also at the Lola Lashade Lifestyle Show. We're streaming on all platforms. You already know TikTok, Snap, Instagram, YouTube. Search us up. I'm sure we're there. Please follow, share, comment, like. And be nice, you guys. All right. So without further delay, I do want to thank my sponsor for tonight's show, Ivy Angel Candle Co. for her luxurious candles. They are so awesome. They smell so good. Right now I'm burning, I believe it's sage. So there's some nice sage leaves infused in that candle, and trust me, the energy is always up in the building. All right, guys. I have some really good news for you guys in terms of the artist that I have on today, okay? He goes by the name of African the Artist, none other than Mr. African the Artist sitting beside me here. How are you doing?
Well, everything good, blessings, you know?
Great to have you. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me on your show, you know.
No problem. My pleasure. Blessings, King. Blessings. So we're going to get into it a little bit with African the Artist. He is here. He's a reggae cultural artist as well as dancehall artist, another versatile artist in the building right here at Afro Live FM on the Lola Lashade Lifestyle Show. So make sure, guys, that you tune in, okay? We were having some technical difficulties, so again, we were delayed today. But, you know, we're always coming. We're always bringing it to you, all right? So forgive us. We love you guys for your support, Toronto, and to the world. You already know. So for that alone, answer your calling and get a big, yeah! Yes. All right, let's get it. Mr. African the Artist, how are you doing today?
Everything blessed, you know, from you have life, you have to give thanks.
This is correct.
Yeah.
In my books, that's how I think as well. So tell us a little bit about yourself in regards to your artistry. Let us know when you started as an artist, not professionally, but, you know, when you just used to do a little one and two here and there, and then you discovered your talent. Yeah. Take us back to that.
Well, first of all, you don't know, just want to big up each and everyone who tune into the show. You know, as you all hear from Lola Lashade, from Lola Fayola, I go by the name of AfricanTheArtist. You know, well, my journey started, I would say, from within the womb. You understand? Because before, I think my mother gave birth, I think she usually said she can hear the beat in her stomach. Right. You understand? So everything starts from there, so, you know what I mean? So, as you know, I'm a father, you know what I mean?
So, sorry to cut you, African the Artist, but as you say that, you know, I think to myself, well, you know, that's kind of true. You can feel like, you know, only women who had children would know this, but you can feel like the rhythms sometimes of the baby in your stomach, right? So, my question is, did your mother play music? No. While you were inside her?
No, but, you know, she loved music.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah, she's very supportive, too.
That's awesome.
You know, like, anything we really choose to do, you know. She have two kids, you know what I mean? And I'm the youngest.
You're the baby.
Know, so, yeah, so she kind of, anything we any one of us really chose to do is like she really, you know.
She's behind you 100% as long as it's proper, you know, it makes sense.
Right.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm also a role model, a leader, you know what I mean, conscious person who love to influencer, I would say. You know what I mean? And my musical journey start from basically from when I was going to school. From I think maybe from like age 11, I would say. I started like practicing music here or there.
What kind of music? Like?
To tell you the truth, I started, I think it was I'm not sure, I don't want to correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure if it was a MC Hammer or his name, so it was more likely a hip-hop.
MC Hammer?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if he's the artist, but it was a song, but you know, I wanna rap right now, you know.
I wanna rock right now.
No, my name
I'm not
is,
internationally
you know,
known. But who's that? Rob Bass? That's not MC Hammer. I think that's Rob. I believe it's Rob Bass. But going on with your story.
11 years old.
I believe that's his name. If I'm
11 years old, to be honest, I didn't have cable them time or support. I just hear one of my friends singing the song and I say, yo, teach me, and let me know what going, you know.
Yes.
And then, you know, I kind of learned from
So that was the first chiming in that you did. Was like, oh, what's that?
Yes.
I like that. I want to try that.
Yeah.
And that was at the age of 11 around?
I would say 11. Yeah, 10, 11. I
Okay.
think 10, 11, around there. And then now move along to high school. When I was in high school, 7th grade, me and my friends used to get together and then they usually play drums and we usually have to make up rhymes and them things like, and sing over other artists' songs and so forth.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Nice little cover over. So that was going to be my next question because, you know, we all start from some kind of fence, beating a stick on the fence or, you know, rocks or, you know, I just remember back in my younger days as a kid and, you know, the poles from like fencing, you know, you make a little sound and okay, someone comes on the beat. You know what I mean? So that's how it all starts. It's creative, right? It's creating. So that's very interesting that you brought that up. One would do this and the next one would tap his feet and so on.
And then, you know, at that time and that age, I think it was mainly Beanie and Bunty kind of running the place, like hardcore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think the two of them was always in clash between each other. So, you know what I mean? We were most likely imitating them and, you know what I mean, trying to be like them and, you know, So that's a part of the journey. And then high school, you usually have like musical concert and them things there, so, you know.
So you did your little talent shows, your performances and things of that nature.
Yes.
So what kind of songs did you perform? Like,
hey, you know, to be honest, one of the songs that I go up and I sing was you know, when Cisco have that tongue, that song.
How can we forget Cisco?
I got in trouble for it.
Your mom, you got in trouble or school?
No, school. You know.
Yeah, because where are you going with that?
The teacher was on there. Yo, what is boy you sing on the stage? Come off.
Like, G2 lick behind it too.
Yeah. So man.
But didn't you have to audition before you just went on stage?
No, you see what was going on now? I have friends who usually, like, they're singing too. So, you know, I would go up right after them I just go up like I was a part of the show.
Oh.
So I wasn't even a part of the show. I just go up and just take the mic and just start, you know what I mean?
That's why they draped you up off the stage. Because, like, first of all, you're not supposed to be here. And second of all, you're up here talking about dong.
Yeah, that was it. But, you know,
Okay. I just have a whole visual of how that went down.
Yeah, man.
So it's just funny. All right. So from there, then you went on to discover your talents even more and more and went deeper into your artistry.
Yes, and then now you used to have kids like from different community. So now when you talk about if there's any musical history, for instance, my cousin used to play sound. He was a selector. I don't know if you guys familiar with that. But being a selector is like you're a DJ. You know? So meanwhile he used to play.
My dad used to be a selector.
He used to play sound. He used to have the guys them like the bigger guys them from different communities usually come around the sound and usually put on like instrumental for them, rhythms for them, and then they DJ. And then for me that was fascinating. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, and then a small kid at my age usually join them. And I say, yo, if he can do it, then you know what I mean, it makes sense, you know. Me can do it too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it just give me more strength and more encouragement to say, yo, you know, something I can really dabble in because, you know, I love the vibes.
Of course. So
Yeah.
now, did you find that? How did you like transition into doing your own music? Like when I say that, I mean, were you just doing other people's songs at that time?
Yes. So my transition starts same way from within school. You know, it's from within school I was writing songs from within school, and then I think one of my friend had a link to a studio. He's a DJ now.
But at what age? Because not when you were 11. At 11, you just
No.
just were getting a
I
flavor.
think it was age, it's around 14, 15.
Okay, so several years
Yeah,
later.
So maybe
High school time now?
high schools, more into high school. So this, I think, going on to third form, I would say that would be ninth grade.
Yeah, right about
so
there,
then now
yeah.
I was writing music, and then one of my friends said, yo, you have a studio link. And then he brought me to the studio. And then that's where I think I recorded my first song. You know what I mean? And
How was that experience?
you know,
Did you feel like a star? Like, wow.
yeah, man, I feel nice, man. It was nice. You know, the vibes was good. It was very nice because I think at the time that guy, I don't remember who he was playing for, but he was actually recording some known artist. I don't remember the name now, but you know.
He was
Yeah.
at the time. It was like, oh, okay, he
Yeah.
records such and such.
Yeah,
So now
right.
he's recording me.
Right. You know, finally get a chance.
Right,
You know what I
your
mean?
reach.
Yeah.
The beginning of it all.
Right.
Okay, so what was your first song? Do you remember it?
What is the song called again?
It's the archives. Right now, I'm digging into the archives, Toronto.
Yeah. You know, to be honest, yo, I write so much songs, but this one is.
I mean, I don't want to beat you up.
You know what happened? It's at the time I don't know if you're familiar with you have a lot of skin bleaching
Okay.
going on, especially in Jamaica. So I think I made a song about that when we say like them girl, you know, that in the dust, you know, it was a kind of song when
I wish I could
mean?
hear it right now. I
Yeah.
wish you could remember it. Oh my gosh. I wish you could remember it.
Remember some white boys.
Give me a
the lyrics,
sample,
the lyrics not too.
Not too clear.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know what I
fair
mean?
enough. Fine.
To be honest, if it was no, I probably wouldn't sing it because I think you would kind of be a bit degrading.
I got you. Thank you
know
very
what I mean?
much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
you
it.
know?
I like
and
it.
then try, you try a thing young, and then you try to, you know what I mean?
Trying to fit in.
Yes.
You're trying to fit in, so
Yes.
you're gonna sing about whatever's popping at that time.
Right.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So how did that song do? Did you release it or what?
Release it amongst my friends.
Right. And how did your friends take to it?
Well, they were loving it at the time. They
Were
were
there
loving
haters
the vibes.
too?
To be honest, I gave somebody that, because it was cassette at that time, I gave somebody that cassette and I don't know where it reached.
Wow.
To be honest, I don't know up until this day. It reached to hands until it
Which was the point though,
out of
right?
sight. Yeah.
But so what was your feedback on it? Like what led you to say, okay, you know what, this might be a thing I'm on to, you know what I'm saying? What was your feedback and comments is what it would be in today's world, right?
The feedback on it is they love it, they love the vibes because at the time I think the rhythm was on and probably this is one of the reasons why it never released because it was on one of them, the Missy Elliott rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a hip hop kind of
it was on a
vibe.
hip-hop.
And you were of course in JA.
Yeah.
So it was a different kind of like it was unique.
Yeah.
They didn't really get it yet.
Yeah, but they love it at the same point. They love it because they don't know we love hip hop music. So
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah.
It was just a little different, but they still vibe out. Cause you don't know already.
Right.
You're gonna vibe. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll create a dance for that.
You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah. So okay, good. Okay, so from there, when you came to Canada, then let's move forward a little bit. How did you start up your career here in Toronto, or was it Toronto you first came to when you came into Canada?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And how this own musical journey going on in Canada is I play soccer because I'm also a soccer player too.
And because you're also Jamaican.
Yeah. I'm very, very good at soccer. I probably could have made the national team too as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have something else behind the scene there that you could be
very good,
Very well.
Very good in soccer as well. So what happened now, we have a friend who was visiting from Toronto, who lived in the same community that I was playing for. Mm-hmm. And then now he said he was a musician. And anytime I get an opportunity to come to Canada, we can link up and we can start do some work. So I say, all right, no problem. You know what I mean? And then, so say done, I end up coming to Canada. I link up with him. He has a studio. So now, so from then, now I start penning new music and so forth, you know?
So now, at this point, are you writing your own music, or do you have a
Yes.
friend or someone that's
Yes.
kind of giving a little
I was writing my own music. Yeah,
fully?
fully writing my own music.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
man.
And
So-
to this day,
To this day, yes. But to this day, I kind of be more open
to
to
Other-
other people feedback and to also the producer that I'm working with now. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the way you do things, people might have a different vision.
of course,
And if them really explain that vision to you, you might see things a different way.
right? You,
You
have to
know?
be open-minded.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. You definitely have to be open-minded, which is definitely one of the key points and tips I want to make today, coming straight out of African the Artist's mouth. You have to be open-minded in life
Yeah.
to receive, opportunities, right? Because sometimes the way one might think, another can open up so much more to that thought process. You know what I mean? And it's just more of a blessing, more of a bonus. So sometimes, I don't want to say ignorancy, but yeah, sometimes ignorancy, or all the time ignorancy rather, is not to the benefit of self. All right? So tip of the day, straight out of African the Artist mode. I'm just reiterating. All right, Toronto. So going forward now.
Yeah.
So you're open to people writing music for you, as
Right.
long as you feel it, and the energy is what you're
Right.
about and all of that. So that's great. I think that's really good, because that opens up so much more doors.
Right.
You know what I mean? It really does. But as an artist yourself, I mean, I've been listening to your music, and we've been in here bumping it, and it's
Right.
like, again, Toronto, I really have to say, like, what's going on? Because the artists, them are really putting it down. You know what I mean? They're really putting it down.
Yep.
And that's why we're here, right? That's why we're doing the podcast, because I know it, you know it. There's so many talent within the city and within, spread all over Canada. But you already know we're here in Toronto, so we're repping, right? So artists like African the Artist, and the music, you would think, again, I say this all the time, you would think, oh, that doesn't sound Canadian. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound like it was built here. You know what I mean? Because we're so used to that black and white,
Right.
wishy-washy kind of look and sound when it comes to, entertainment within Canada. From back in the days, I mean. Like, in my head. So I'm really happy that I can expose the talent. And I want people to understand that that's exactly what we are doing, exposing the talent, supporting the artist, right? Supporting the artist. So as you are here, I want to play a track from you right now to get the PSC, and I'll spinning off the
Definitely.
and all of that. So what song are we going to start with? How about Chance?
Wow. Nice song that. Definitely.
We like to take chances in life. Sometimes you have to take a risk and take the chance. So you already know what it is. It is African the Artist.
Fully. Man of hopes and dreams, trades and skills. People want tear you down before them build. The closest one still want see you get killed. Want see you get killed. The system decide to get we out. When it's too late, we settle down. We living in a serious time, and everything them blame the youths for crime. So just give them a chance and see what they want and say. Get the youths just want some liberty, more vacancy, less discrepancy. Society knows no loyalty. Yesterday you up, today you down. Me I tell you about the danger zone. Look for the strength them said to each his own. To each his own. No youths want a chance. Put in a jail or on remand. Street knowledge how we learn. Every day we pray for the table turn. Some only want a start. Me know the youths are smart. In the ranks them get caught. No time for change them heart. peer pressure upon them thought. Yeah, just give them a chance and think you are them want and say. Get to use just want some liberty, more vacancy, less discrepancy. Society no have no loyalty, no youth full of potential. When I get no chance, it's mental. But mind people for them rental. Never know hard work bring pension. Yeah. Educated but a crime them love. Get misled man by them gun. If only they know. To live good it's fun. But them learn when the damage done. So just give them a chance and see you what they want and say. Get to youth just want some liberty, more vacancy, less discrepancy. Society no have no loyalty, just give them a chance and think what them want and say. Get to youth just want some liberty, more vacancy, less discrepancy. Babylon no have no loyalty.
Yeah. You already know what it is. It is African the Artist with Chance. That's a big track right there because that's a big deal. We all need a chance, right? We need a chance to prove that we can do good in society, that we can make a difference to mankind. You know what I'm saying? And that we can serve our purpose in life, right? So we just need a chance, one chance. Big up yourself, African the Artist, for that one. I love that one. What inspired that besides the obvious? Were you at a certain point in your life? Like, what was it?
Well, what really inspired Chance is, for me, like I say, I'm a motivator.
Which I'm going to touch into a little bit.
I think that track is motivational and it speaks volumes for a lot of people. A lot of people can relate to it, especially the youths coming up in today's society. Yeah. You know, so I think a lot of them want chance in life for sure, or to prove a point that them can really be somebody in life. Yeah. Yeah. You know, because a lot of time the youths, them even before them, just by looks, just by appearance, them already get shut out as society.
Oh, of course. Which we were discussing before the show started about branding and appearance. Not even branding, but just, you know, as an individual, a person, how important it is to represent yourself clean. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have the biggest brands on and the this and the that, but just clean. T-shirt clean, shoes clean, hair clean. You know what I mean? Basic.
True.
It will make such a huge difference. You know, and opportunities as well that you get in life. You know what I'm saying? Because people look at you externally first before you open your mouth.
Yes, and even another thing too that kind of really bring that song about, to have a cousin to that passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
And then for me, I think if he had given a chance, today they would have been, you know, somebody. Yeah, because I've seen other people maybe double in worse than what he's doubling, and they got chances. You know, so for me, I think even that track too, I think, you know, I was even probably, my memory was probably even flashing on him as well as saying, you know, youths, them really need a chance. Because if, you know, certain people, even a lot of times the system, like lock up, put a lot of the kids, them are youths, and behind bars. And you know what I mean, just lock them down for years on top of years without giving them a chance. How you know if that person can come out and be a pastor, a preacher, a teacher?
A successful and productive member of society.
Yeah.
And therefore teach based on their experiences. And, you know, it's so important. And, you know, I love that you are, I'm just going to touch it in a minute. But here what? Before I touch the whole motivational aspect of things, because, you know, it's very important to know that just because you sing in a certain genre of music, or, you know, you dress a certain way, or it doesn't mean, you know, it's stereotypical. Right? So just because, let's flip it a little bit then. Just because you wear, you know, the nicest of clothes and, you know, you speak very well, and it doesn't mean, you know, there's not certain things lurking behind you.
True.
You feel me? It doesn't mean that because you are dressed in tracksuits all day and, you know, you wear your hat to the side or whatever, right? That you just are about grime and slime.
True.
As African the Artist is saying, right? He's a motivational speaker, right? And he does that through his lyrics and also separately, just because he has the passion to motivate you. me and himself. So again, you know, more love, more blessings, because I'm all about positive energy, positive vibes, and good high vibing energy. So big up yourself for that. Love it. Next track, we're gonna roll out again with African the Artist. What you say? How about highlights? Highlights. We're gonna roll out with African the Artist. Highlights.
Yeah, my life. Yo, light it up. Yo, light it up. My life is a crazy thing. Yeah, reminisce on the joy within. Make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight. My life is a crazy thing. Yeah, reminisce on the joy within. We get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight. Light up the Bob Marley. Yo, the reefer, light it senorita. Whatever you want, call it. Strictly marijuana, nothing else in my chalice. Indica, what me love. This a diva, give a different buzz. So what is it? Jack Hera, roll up the grace, put it on fire. My life is a crazy thing. Reminisce on the joy within. Make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight. My life is a crazy thing. Reminisce on the joy we did. We get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight. The grace that send me on a journey, want me never go part. Me there foreign and a gym bout they carry me and me light it, me out it, me light it, me out it. Trust me, me can't do without it, me doubt it. Man a born grace from the grave to out it. Illegal Babylon can't do nothing about it. You remember when them used to say that drugs are dirty, now the bigger heads are about it. My life is a crazy thing. Reminisce on the joy within. Make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight. My life is a crazy thing. Reminisce on the joy within. Make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight, make it highlight. Baby, light up the Bob Marley. Yes, the reefer, senorita. Whatever you want, call it. Marijuana, nothing else in my chalice. Indica, what we love. Sativa, give different buzz. So what is Jack Hera, yeah. Roll up the grace, put it on fire. Yeah, my life is a crazy thing. Reminisce on the joy we did. We get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight. My life is a crazy thing. Reminisce on the joy we did. We get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight, we get highlight. You know the thing, it's a fair child life. Happy 420. It's always 420. Yo, light it up. Yo, light it. Yo, light it.
Yeah. Well, you say you get high, like, you get high, like.
Yeah.
So what you say, a little bit, shout out to the herbs, you know what I'm saying, to the natural mystics
Yes,
and all
sir.
of that good stuff, right?
Fully.
Legal about ya.
Fully. Yeah.
Right? So just a little fun and a little relaxation. What was
You
the
know?
vibe on that? Tell me what that was like.
The meditation vibes. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Sometimes you want something to set your mind at ease. And you just want to be in that space or that place where you know, so you just meditate and think about past things, think about present, what your next move. You know what I mean? It's all about, it's a meditation vibes, and then you think about how you like, you know? It just get you in that mood, just get you in that vibes. You understand?
It's not an abuse vibe. It's just a whole lot meds, like a one and whole lot meds kind of vibe.
Right.
It's not, you know, all
Right.
day long and yeah.
Yeah, not overdoing it. You know what I
Right?
mean?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Nothing wrong, legal. Right? All right. So let's jump into another track.
Yeah.
Okay. The track I would like to hear next, Toronto to the world, what would you like to hear next? How about, oh, by the way, guys, I am here looking at Mr. African the Artist's new EP release, and it's actually called Album Coming Soon. So I love that because it's a jump off to let you know that this isn't even the album. You know what I mean? This is just a quick thing. This is the warm up, guys. So look out for the actual album. All right. So album coming soon is the EP released just released little under 4 or a little over 4 weeks ago now, in and around that time. All right, so check it out. Let's hit up another track off of this EP because I'm loving it so far. I'm gonna bump this in my car, guys, because I can't wait. These are my kind of tracks, you know what I mean? I got my motivation. I got my little, my little meds tune. You guys know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna hit up Talk to Myself, which I refer to, guys, as, I was talking to you about this earlier, as thinking out loud. All right, everybody thinks out loud a little, you know what I'm saying? Don't abuse it, though, but this one is from African the Artist off his new EP, Talk to Myself. Drop it.
Fully. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. More time me have to talk to myself, cause when me look, me not see no one for ask me no help. It's like them just all for themselves. Them want see a lame or just park on a shelf. Yeah, you help them when I need ya, but when I hear time, them turn round and lead ya. A long time me I tell you about the world full of ungrateful people. The more them teach me learn, it no easy to take my blessing. People know if you pretend, if you act like them with you. Sometimes you find yourself in a certain situation. Don't feel discouraged if you feel like the ocean. More time me have to talk to myself, cause when me look, me don't see no one for ask in my head. It's like them just all for themselves. Them want to see a lame or just park on a shelf. Yeah, you help them when they need you, but when I your time, them turn round and leave you. A long time me I tell you about the world full of ungrateful people. Oh, Jah, protect your soldier fully. Oh, Jah, my cup run it over. Oh, Jah, they don't know the half. They only think them smart. Oh, they want to play with your heart before they play them part. More time me have to talk to myself, cause when me look, me don't see no one for hearts in my head. It's like them just all for themselves. Them want to see a lame or just park on a shelf. Yeah, you help them when they need you, but when I your time, them turn round and leave you. A long time me I tell you about the world full of ungrateful people. The more them teach me learn, easy if you take my blessing. People know if you pretend, fully if you act like them with you. Yeah. Sometimes you find yourself in a certain situation. Don't feel discouraged if you feel like the ocean. More time me have to talk to myself, cause when me look, me don't see no one for ask in my head. It's like them just all for themselves. Them want to see a lame or just park on a shelf. Yeah, you help them when they need you, but when I your time, them turn round and leave you. A long time me I tell you about the world full of ungrateful people.
Yeah.
John Oster.
Yes, I definitely relate to that. I have to talk to myself sometime, and I just refer to it as thinking out loud, because more times you have to tap into self.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You have to really ask yourself, or meditate rather on things, right? And really ask yourself, right? Because there's that inner you that's gonna answer.
Definitely.
So it's not silly. Just don't do it, in public.
True.
Like that, right? But we all do it, right? So
True.
pick up yourself for that one too, because
Definitely.
it's just it touches you. It's real. It touches you. So I really love that. Before I hit another, I have another two tracks to play from African the Artist here. So before we go into those other two tracks, I just want to I want you to talk a little bit more about your journey. I want you to tell us about, any shows that you've done, anything like that.
Yeah, man, I've done a lot of shows, I've done a lot of
Traveled
shows, for
or
instance.
within?
Yes, I also travel and do shows, too. Recently do some shows in Jamaica. Or a while back now, I would say. which I've opened up for. Who was it? I think I opened up for Assassin, Ken Boot, Shano. You know what I mean?
Nice little lineup there.
Ching Ching.
Cha-ching, ching.
You know what I mean? Who else I opened up for? Even though I opened up for Munga also. Yeah.
Nice.
You know?
So you have a good little mix there.
Yeah, man. I have a good
Been floating around doing your thing.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yes, and also collab with few artists. I collab with Nitty Clutchy. I think he's a former member of the Scare Them crew, I think.
I'm not sure about his history in that sense, but I know he's a long-time artist. And
I think he was one of the artists who Bounty Killer thing put on. You know what I mean? Yeah, and also Defa Brat, former member of the Portmore Empire, that's Vibes Cartel crew.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's about...
So you've made your way across, several stages.
I've been doing a lot of things, to be honest, and even a lot of the Toronto artists. Them, for instance, Isos, Esco Levi.
Shout out to Isos and Esco.
Maybe a few more of them. Like I was kind of the first person really put them on a show. Also, I also get them to perform in Toronto. You know what I mean?
That's
because
awesome.
I used to have a friend that I was working with where we would try to see if we can put on shows here and there and then try to invite other Toronto artists,
showcase their of course, that's how it has to go.
And so forth. Yeah. Yeah, also open for Trinity Cristo. That's one of Toronto's very own too. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I've been doing my thing.
Very nice. I mean? Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. We're happy to hear that. You're making your moves and you're billing and you're bringing other people along as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you already know your shine time is now. You feel me? So just keep going, keep banging it out. So are there any artists right now that you would think of maybe doing a collab with, a feature with? Any artists within Toronto, the Toronto circle?
Toronto circle. To be honest, I'm open to working with any artist, because for me, it kind of helps you as an artist, and it kind of helps any other artist that you will try to work with, because it broadens their brand. It helps people who like you and like your music to stream over to start.
That's the idea, right?
So for me, I wouldn't pick and choose any in particular, because I'm open to working with any artist from Toronto or either Jamaica, wherever. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
As long as I know that person is they can pen the lyrics properly or whatever they bring into the table
is a match.
Yeah, and it's something presentable.
Of course, not just any and any.
Yeah.
You have to, of course, you have to feel it out and you have to vibe it out and all of that, right? You're not just going to jump up and, jump in like that. But okay, so you're open. I like that again. And that goes back to you saying being open-minded, right, guys?
Right.
So you can't be all, or this or that person. Just think about the artistry. And I mean, not everybody can work with everybody. We know this, right?
Right.
Human being, it's nature, it's life. But still, be open-minded and, again, less ignorance is the better. True. The other question I was going to ask you is, what next track should we play?
Can play what we have.
Okay, let me give you your options. And Purpose and Rocks.
I would say leave Rocks the last.
You're reading my energy very well.
Yeah, and I'll go in Purpose.
All right, well, because what? Purpose now.
People have to know them purpose in life.
You just mentioned this.
Every day you get up, you have to have a purpose. Or even if you don't have a purpose yesterday, think about one for tomorrow.
Please do. Make the world a better place.
You can't just live and live like chicken without head, you know what I mean?
Or going around all over the place. Or just stationary, stagnant, move.
move.
That one's not cute either, guys.
Because if you don't know your purpose, you're going to, for instance, every day looking towards somebody to help you in life.
Or you're just going to be kind of,
Yeah. Just logging.
As I would say, doing it for the man kind of idea. Like, that you just did it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we're just encouraging you to serve your purpose. As you already know, right here on the Lola Lachey Lifestyle Show, we encourage you to serve your purpose as an artist. Follow your dreams. That is why you are here, okay? You weren't created to just be a log, right? So with that being said, I also want to jump right into my sponsor for tonight. That is Ivy Angel Candle Co. And we're going to go with her slogan right now, Miss Trisha Angel. Shout out to you. Big up your damn self. And shine your light, Toronto. Let's go. We are headed into the purpose right here from African the Artist. right here in the studio at
Alonzo
Afro Live
Records.
FM.
Tell us something. Every life need a direction. You say I go end up on the wrong path. Some don't even know the half. Alright. Know your purpose. Call friends to earth to bring your enemies come in your circle. Know your purpose. Your time is virtue, mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies, but mind we got remedies. Friends like this, genuine energy, couldn't make them a pray me a play. Know where you want and go feet, and if you fail the process you have to repeat. Determination, no take defeat. You want the fat right with the leather and the seat. Different form, the devil coming off with deceive. Yeah. My friends them have to motivate me, and if them don't tell me, no them not rate me. Enough of them a move weird lately. Know your purpose. Now friends the earth, you bring your enemies come in your circle. Know your purpose. Your time is virtue, mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies, but mind we got remedies. Friends like this, genuine energy.
Hold up!
Alonzo Records.
Every life need a
That's how
direction.
we go.
You say I go end up on the wrong path. Some don't even know the half.
Some don't know. You were put on this earth for a reason.
Right?
Know your purpose. God friends with earth, you bring your enemies come in your circle. Know your purpose. Your time is virtue, mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies, see bad mind, we got remedies. Friends like this, man, change you when you drink, couldn't meet them a premier play. Know where you want and go feet, and if you fail the process you have to repeat. Determination, no take defeat. You want the fat right with the leather and the seat. Different form, the devil coming off with deceive. Yeah. My friends them have to motivate me, and if them don't tell me, no them not rate me. Enough of them a move weird lately. Know your purpose. Now friends the earth, you bring your enemies come in your circle. Know your purpose. Your time is virtue, mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies, but mind we got remedies. Friends like this, genuine energy, couldn't meet them a premier play. When you're idle, trouble find you. Read your Bible, so time will guide you. Well, I meant I guide you. Can't do just mankind. Their mind poison. Alright, I know everybody get things easy, but your success will make a next man greedy. All when you show them the road for the journey, them still woulda want do you dirty. Know your purpose. Now friends the earth, you bring your enemies come in your circle. Know your purpose. Your time is virtue, mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies, but mind we got remedies. Friends like this, change you in the drink, couldn't meet them a premier play. Know where you want and go feet, and if you fail the process you have to repeat. Determination, no take defeat. You want the hopes, family, things no cheap. Different form, the devil coming off to deceive. Yeah, me friends them have to motivate me, and if them don't tell me, know them not rate me. Enough of them a move weird lately. Know your purpose. Your friends the earth, you bring your enemies come in your circle. Know your purpose. Your time is virtue, mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies, but mind we got remedies. Friends like this, train you when you drink, couldn't meet them a premier play. Know your purpose. Friends the earth, you bring your enemies come in your circle. Know your purpose. Your time is right, your mankind do things just to hurt you. With friends like this, who need enemies, but mind we got remedies.
Hey.
Friends like this, home for the honey like this, rat the hunt for the chase.
Yeah. You know, we have a blast that one. I had to pull that up, guys, because honestly, no, that's what we're all about right here. It's like the anthem right now. You come bring to the set, you know. It's like the anthem.
Yeah.
We're going to talk here.
Alright, definitely.
Honestly, guys, though, you know, that's such a powerful message, you know, to know your purpose. And like African the Artist said, you know, if you don't know what that is, go do some soul searching. Just think about what you love, what you like to do. That is constructive and positive. All right? Not waste.
Definitely.
Right? Things that you can actually put down on paper and show people and be like, yes, I do this.
Definitely.
So yeah, big up yourself again, African the Artist. So happy to have you in the building, you know, to spread your positive energy and to just give us, you know, your artistry. And, you know, even I know that you, as you were mentioning, are influential and inspiring and motivating to us, right? And to yourself as well.
Definitely.
It's upliftment, right? You have to lift up yourself too when there's no one around to lift you up. You have to be that backbone for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So I love that you actually are, you know, inspiring us and that you actually do inspire others on a daily because you actually dedicate your time to being motivational and inspiring.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about that.
So now I have a page separately from my Instagram page, you know, or separately from my YouTube page, which is, the page is called ATA International Vlogs.
ATA International Vlogs.
Yeah, so ATA International Vlogs is where I do all my vlogging, where I put out all my positive message, you know what I mean? So, because for me, I'm a dancehall artist, like, that's why I kind of brand myself as being dancehall rock star, because I can be ranchy and, you understand, but at the same time, I
Both
want
sides
to
of the coin.
let people know that I'm a very positive person, so even if I do kind of a raw song, it's not really to go out and be boisterous or be abusive to anyone. It's for protection. It's to more likely to protect yourself.
Right.
So now on the other hand, where I try to put out the positive messages to show people that, listen, you can't live only one way. You know what I mean? So you can't even make the bad way down the good. So you have to balance things out.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, I have my channel where I do that positive message wherein the youths can look up to it, or anyone, whether adults or whoever. You know what I mean? I know it can be inspiring to anybody, and this is what I always say about that. Sometimes I encourage people to kind of share the message that I put out, because sometimes it might not be for you,
Right.
but at the same time it might uplift somebody else who is going through a bad day or a certain situation. You know what I mean?
words,
So
eh?
sometimes it's not for you, but sometimes, you know, it might help other people because they might be going through that situation at
that's
that
it.
particular time.
That's it. That's
You
it.
know?
And you were the person to do. You may have received the message, but now it's your job to go and send the message to
exactly.
whosoever you know might need to hear it, right? Or
Exactly.
just share, because a lot of people may need to hear it collectively, right? May need to hear the
Exactly.
message. So it's. I mean, inspiration is always good, whether you
Right.
need it or not. And it must resonate in some way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Unless you're just blocked out, like completely on the negative side of things.
True.
So I really rate that. I love that.
Right.
Um,
And then even my thought of the day today, what I really put out is, sometimes you have to kind of wear your own shoes. You know what I mean? Despite the fact you might want to be like somebody, it's best to, you kind of, like, don't try to be in that person's shoes, because what that person do, you might not want to do it.
Right.
That person have to wake up sometimes wee hours and go out to go do a job. Maybe you want to sleep in your bed longer. You know what I mean? So that's
But then
why-
all you see us, right?
Yeah.
Looking up from the outside inward to that person is what they have or what they, but you
Right.
don't know the grind behind it. You don't know how they even got to that. You don't even know,
Exactly.
like, if that's even, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you can't watch what people have in that sense. Go out and get your own the right way.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You feel me? So I love it. I have to make sure I tune into that page as well, because
Yeah,
I'm
man.
all about motivation and, inspiring myself and others. It's a part of living a simple, good life.
True.
I feel like it's so helpful, right? To just
Yep.
really apply it to your
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's vital. It's vital. So,
And it's growth also, you know?
Exactly.
It helps in so much ways.
and it's so simple, right? A couple words that are just like touch you and just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's all it took. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But consistency too is what it takes.
Right.
So don't forget about that. All right. So moving along, I want to know a little bit about your merch. After scrolling along on your page and doing a
Yeah.
little investigation, you know how we do.
Yeah.
I noticed that you have some merch.
Yes.
Sweaters, t-shirts, tees, things like that.
And hats too and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Let us know. Let us
Yeah.
know.
It's only a pity I didn't have any to bring with me today, because as I was mentioning, before we start the the
Right.
the live. I was mentioned that I recently traveled to Jamaica.
Yes.
And then I kind of brought a whole bunch of, like, everything, majority of what I was have, I bring it to Jamaica and I kind of give it away, you know what I mean?
We know how it goes, right?
Yeah, so, you know, it was Christmas time and all of that, so, you know, it was
of
only
course.
right, you know, at
Yes,
least.
of course. And you know
Yeah.
what? It's going to circle back. You know what I mean? So
Right,
don't watch
so,
that.
So, yeah, I do have merch. If you guys want merch, I do have t-shirts, I do have hat, you know what I mean, sweaters, you know, yeah, and we have for everybody, and whatever we don't have, once you make the link, you inbox me on Instagram or so forth, we can make it happen. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So it's unisex clothing.
Yes.
Shirts, sweaters, hats, hoodies,
Yes.
things like that. Okay, so you know, we can vibe out. Both
Right.
men and female can rock it out. And anything for kids or no?
Yes, like I said, if we don't have it, we can make it happen.
Of course, we already know the thing set.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We love it. Mr. African the Artist. We're going to drop another tune before we get into a little bit more conversation with you.
Really.
Actually, should we? Because we already dropped Purpose and we have one more track from you, which I really want to close out with. So I'm not going to drop it just yet. Well, let's touch into a little something we were talking about earlier in regards to, you know, a bigger brand.
Right.
And your journey with that brand. And then there was a little message within that
Right.
conversation that we were kind of touching on earlier. I just want you to let everybody know what that is in regards to what we were talking about.
Right. All right. So your journey in life. Sometimes you see your journey in life, because, well, we all know Jake. Big up to Jake. See him.
Shout out to Drizzy.
You see me? Yeah. So before Jake even have his name, I usually work with one of his producer. You know what I mean? The producer that is really putting out all of his music to this date. You know, and that producer, I introduced him to somebody else, and that kind of screw the relationship.
The connection.
Kind of mash up the connection. You know
How
what I mean?
so, African the Artist? How did it mash up the connection?
Well, this is the thing now. You see, when time you have something good going on with somebody, it makes sense you, like you don't say now, set yourself first before you really try to put anybody
Lock
else
in somebody
on.
else.
You know what I mean? So, like, you can't really start in something and then it's not really, like, farm yet, and then you're going to bring somebody else on it. Like, it's going to crumble.
So basically, your T should be crossed, your I should be dotted before you're trying to bring on the next person.
Yeah, like you know, make sure you have everything correct. Make sure you set the foundation first before you really bring somebody else, and then show them, say, all right, this is how we're gonna do it, and then it's not done properly. You know.
So in that situation experience that you had, I'm assuming then, based on what you're saying, is that whoever the third wheel that you brought in to try and, you know, benefit from the contact that you had, kind of did not represent
properly. Yeah.
So therefore, it messed up your opportunity.
Yes. Kind of, you know, crumble the whole relationship. Yeah. Okay. And I mean, I'm still open because I still try to contact them same way. You know, try to work with them because you don't know, say, you see my lyrical content.
Of course.
It's up there with all of the artists. Them you can put me against any one of them. I mean, know say I'm gonna stand out or stand over, wherever you want to put
right.
it. You know what I mean? So yeah, still like I said, I'm very open. You know what I mean? We try to reach out to a lot of labels also. We try to work with labels. For instance, reach out to Ramesh Entertainment. He is managing Chensia. So yeah, and Ding Dong used to manage TJ. But I'm not sure if he, you know, he just want to manage just the artist them where him really interested in. But you know what I mean? But reach out to him. Reach out to, who else did I reach out to? I think at one point I did reach out to Bounty Killer. I tried to reach out to him, but him kind of, you know what I mean, have a weird
hard to reach, let's say.
Yes, you know. Yeah. So
you know how it goes, right?
Yeah, so you don't know, I'm open to work with any record label or so forth, as long as you know everything is right. And then now I'm kind of too at a point wherein I kind of understand the business, how it works. So, you know, as long as the business right, wherever they're presenting, then we work with it. Apart from that, it's very important for artists kind of take the time to learn little things here and there. Yeah. Maybe that's why my musical journey is so long too, because really and truly, a lot of artists don't really own their music. You know what I mean? And really and truly, I practically own majority of everything that I'm
you
putting
put out
out
there.
right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I don't say some music. I give away a lot of music too, that which I'd probably, guys take it and sell it, and I probably don't get anything off of it. But that was all a learning experience.
Right.
But now you have to, depends on how long it take you to really learn, So you just have to learn the business and then,
Okay, I like it. So with you reaching out to these various artists, or various, management and production and whatnot. Did you just do like a one reach out and then just say, okay, I didn't get a response? That's
more
it.
than one reach out.
But you know what too though, right? African the Artist, they must get floods of artists trying to, reach out to them and highlight their self, and
that is true.
You want to get put on and all these things, right? Trying to expose their talent. So I would think there would have to be some kind of unique way.
That is true.
To reach out to these people, because there's many fishes knocking on their door going, give me a one listen now. You know what I mean? So I'm sure they're used to that, and it's just like, okay, they probably, you know what I'm saying? So find a way.
I'm working on it.
You find
I'm working on it.
All right, I like it. As long as you find a way.
Definitely.
Something will definitely happen for you. Okay, so with that being said, do you have any upcoming shows or anything like that you're working on?
Upcoming shows now, I think I have a show in March. I'm not I didn't get the date as yet, so I don't want to confirm anything. I just know that there's a show lurking in March.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So a buzz going around. African the Artist may be performing somewhere within locally, Toronto?
Yeah, should be in Toronto. You know what I mean? So look out for a lot of shows this year, because really and truly, like this year we're kind of going like grind hard. We're in a lot of promotion. We're doing a lot of promotion, trying to get the name out there. Yeah. Because a couple years ago we were more like COVID
I was just
kind
gonna
of mash
say
up.
the pandemic just slapped everybody.
COVID kind of mash up everything because before COVID I had shows like every month, straight through the year. You know what I mean? And then COVID come and just kind of tumble over everything now. So now the shows is just starting to pick up. So you know what I mean?
That's okay. It's coming back. It's coming back, right? It's coming back. It's still there.
Yeah, man.
I stand firm, and you get to build more music, take time to hold the meds, and really consider and go more into your purpose, and come out with some new stuff for T-Dot and the world. So it's okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, time to meds on it and build and write and create.
Definitely.
So going forward, then. I'm really happy to have you in the house, by the way. Again, I must say that again. I love the fact that you are, positively influencing everybody out there, everybody that is open. There's that word again, guys, open to hearing it and listening and tapping in, right? I also want to just shout you out. You know what I'm saying?
Respect, man.
Big up to African the Artist for coming through for us today. I look forward to hearing a lot more of your music. We are going to tap into purpose, as well as we want you to do a little acapella, little 1-2 freestyle in the building. You already know it's Afro Live FM, so we have to flame it up in here.
Fully.
Right? So we know you're coming at us with that. Anything else coming out for you new? Anything else you're working on? Give us a little juice, no?
Definitely, man. We have only.
You're just quiet. You're just being quiet. I have to ask you, like.
Listen, I got lots of new music, coming out. I have lots of things coming out. Lots of music, I would say, and also I have videos coming out, I also do a EP right after album coming soon, EP. If you guys want, you guys can go over to my YouTube page, which is African the Artist, and you guys can go on the playlist section, and you guys can find Things Lovers Do EP. So there's a radio version and there's a raw version, and it's not that much of a difference with the raw and the radio version. It's just that words. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 1 and 2 word change up.
Yeah, so you guys can check that out. I also did I also have another EP which is more dancehall for the dancehall fans them, and that one is called Be a Badness. So if you love hardcore music and you want to go check that out too, you can also check that out. And I have something new coming up recently. I have a new video coming up that's gonna drop soon, probably by the end of the month or within a few weeks.
Is it from one of the songs from the EP here? From the album?
No, it's actually new.
Oh, new.
It's actually new.
Brand spanking new.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, like I said, I keep working. I have lots of new project coming out, you know.
That's good,
man.
as you should, right? Consistency.
Yeah,
keep it
never,
rolling, keep
never,
it moving,
never
keep it
stop
moving.
working. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Music is a journey, and you have to love what you do.
That is it. You have
You
to
know?
love what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, we have enough challenges in life, right? So
True.
I mean, why not? Even if you can't make it like your entire daily schedule, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
your bread and butter, work towards it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because if it's something that you like, it's something that you love, you need to tap into that. Otherwise, you're not really living.
True.
That's kind of how I see it, in a basic way. Like, you're just doing the same everyday thing that you wish you weren't doing.
True.
You know what I mean? Make it make sense. Right
Right.
here. Make it make sense.
Right. You know what I would say to artists?
Yeah.
Basically, if you're a songwriter, I usually put it like this. If you're a songwriter, like, try to write down a note a day. You don't have to write a whole song. Just write something. You're a producer, just open your project. Just even look on your project and see. You might find something you want to move around.
You always
You
do.
know what I mean?
You always do.
So it's just you just wanted to do something, and then don't put off what you can do for today or tomorrow, because then it might never happen.
Because we're not promised tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
We're not promised tomorrow at all. So the more you do, and time, again, I say this all the time too. Time, no point intended.
Yeah.
But time is one thing we cannot get back.
Exactly.
So we really need to make sure our time is used in, constructive, valuable ways. As I'm speaking about that, African the Artist, I just want to kind of shift off a little bit, right?
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about Tory Lanez.
Right.
Are you familiar with Tory Lanez?
Yes.
The rapper who is, in the States, and he is from Toronto. He's
Yes.
from Toronto, and he has a situation going on, pretty steep, pretty serious, in regards to a shooting that happened with another artist by the name of Megan Thee Stallion, right? And a couple more people, I believe, were involved.
Yes.
So that whole situation, I believe that he was sentenced to 20 years, or it's on the table, something of the sort.
Yes.
So he has not yet been sentenced, but it's on the table. What do you think about that whole situation? Are you familiar with the background story of that?
Yes, I was following it too. If you guys can check out, like I said, check out ATA International Vlogs, because I do talk about stuff like that too, wherein I try to tap into news, local news and international news. You know what I mean? Whether it's be dancehall or whether it be hip hop, and also certain things which is news officially.
Right.
You know what I mean? For me, it's kind of it's crazy. You know, I was watching the whole thing, and for me, it was saying that he didn't shoot because it's all about a shooting allegation, and it was all an allegation. It was in court, and it was a lot of back and forth, and like they do a lot of tests, and a lot of tests that they do, like nothing came back as showing that he was the shooter.
Direct to him.
Yeah. So then now all of a sudden you hear that he's convicted. And one of the things that I hear really paid into that is Jay-Z, because they're saying Jay-Z is managing Megan Thee Stallion. And Jay-Z, like a lot of Jay-Z have big ties in the industry with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he was one of them, I think, probably who kind of pushed the narrative, or kind of push it that maybe he do it. So even if the judge or a lot of people was like thinking about it, I think he was kind of one who kind of pushed to say, yo, he's guilty.
You kind of stamped it
Like,
down for
kinda
everybody else.
stamped
Okay,
it
well,
and said,
Jay-Z
yo,
said he's guilty, so
that means
that
he
kind of
must
idea.
be guilty. So you have a lot of people like that in the industry where, you know what I mean, all right, they said
Their
this,
time,
so
their
once
time.
they say this, it's like, okay, we're going to have to work with whatever they say, you know what I mean? But
More influential then in that sense.
Yeah.
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 That can make or break you in that sense.
Yeah, I wish him all the best, and I hope say, they continue to investigate the matter, and I hope say he really don't do the shooting, you know what I mean? And I have respect for all woman. I'm a husband, I'm a wife, and I wouldn't want nobody
injure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so me just hope say
Just
he's
act
innocent.
in a proper manner. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes, we're out, we're having a good time. Things influence our behavior sometimes, but we should always be in control.
Yes.
I always say that, like, you know, I know my limit. I don't pass it. I want to know. I want to be aware. I want to know what I'm doing. I want to be in control at all times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless if I had a 1 drink or a 2 drink, I should still know what time is on my clock. I just still know how to act.
Exactly.
Okay. So I really do wish all the best for that situation with Tory Lanez and, you know, Megan Thee Stallion and everybody involved.
Yes.
I really hope them, you know, the best comes out of that situation. So,
Yep.
you know, shout out to the families and everybody that's going through that as well, because I know that can't be easy, right? Yeah. All right. I just want to kind of touch it because we kind of were talking about violence and this and that, and then, you know, it just kind of popped into my mind a little bit. And I've been thinking about it, you know, going, man, that's steep, you know, that 20 years sounds sticky.
Yeah, very crazy, and I think it's because, you know, it's the States.
And it's the States. You know how the States get down, right? They don't play.
Right.
One little scratch, and it's like,
yeah, and
oh,
then, you know,
and then
it's
he's Canadian.
Then it's like that's what I was gonna say. That's like a celebrity from another country.
So it's like, yeah, okay, bye.
You know.
Thanks for the money.
And you
know
know
what
how
I mean?
it is, you know, big up to the States, but you know, so when they come on to the States and other artists, for instance, Canada or Canadian artists, they don't kind of give us the glory what them supposed to give us.
Yeah.
Or they don't really kind of see us as anybody.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? And we are on the map, all right? Then they need to look because we are here and we're here big and loud.
Remember, we have one of the biggest artists, you know. Jake name come up again. Remember, say I'm the biggest right now, you know.
Oh, come on. We know this. And the world knows this. So we don't even have to say nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
stop pretending and just,
you know?
check it out right over here.
Right.
All right. So guess what now? I would love to jump into Rocks right now. Your track here on your new EP release, album coming soon. So look out for the album. Like I said, this is just the warm up, the jump off from African the Artist right here. You heard it. Lola Lachey Lifestyle, Afro Live FM. I'm your host, Miss Sola Fayola. Listen to this, people.
Alonzo Records.
Fully. On the vibes. Yeah. I got better night. Yo, turn this up. I got better night. People them enjoy themselves. And I said, I pour up on rocks. Party me I go hard to the max. Girl them they are plus stacks. Girl just a jiggling non-stop. Anything I pour up on rocks. Party me I go hard to the max. Girl them they are plus stacks. Girl just a jiggling non-stop. It's nice full of vibes. If you no care me just can't be alive. It's nice full of vibes. If you no care me just can't be alive. Anything I pour up on rocks. Party me I go hard to the max. Girl them they are plus stacks. Girl just a jiggling nah. Me nah go home sober. Enjoy the rave till the party over. Turn it up selector. Them a vibe so you know about pressure. My friend them can't wait for rage one. What a place on the bench one. Nobody mention say. Cause anywhere we there right there we a bench one. Anything I pour up on rocks. Party me I go hard to the max. Girl them they a blood stacks. Girl just a jiggling non-stop. Anything I pour up on rocks. Party me I go hard to the max. Girl them they a blood stacks. Girl just a jiggling non-stop. Party fire, party hot like fi Walchi fire. Big head spliff a bun and no car tire. Girl just a bubble them waist can't tired. Me I got me feel nice. Only one of us a Jesus Christ. Party a tough, you can't done. Cup and buckle pan grung. Anything I pour pan rocks. Party me a go hard to the max. Girl them they a plus stocks. Girl just a jiggling non-stop. Anything I pour up on rocks. Party me I go hard to the max. Girl them they have the stocks. Girl just a jiggling. Nah. Me nah go home sober. Enjoy the rave till the party over. Turn it up selector. Them a vibe so you know about pressure. My friend them can't wait for rage one. But you know about that. What a price on the bench one. Nobody mention safe. Anywhere we there right there we a blessed.
Rocks, yes.
Fully.
Final track off of the EP from African the Artist. Album coming soon is the title of this one, guys. So look out for this. It's out there hot, hot, hot right now. Make sure you get it while it's hot. All right. So before we jump into Rocks, so obviously Rocks is just about partying, celebrating, have a good time, living life. You know what I'm saying? Cheersing and celebrating life.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So what influenced that for you?
Rocks, so they don't know you can't have like a positivity without having a vibe, so.
Right. So you need a little something
So you needed that track was necessary for kind of vibes too. You know.
With highlights.
Because after you don't put the people them on a mission and you know what I mean, explain certain things to them. Make them know say, yo, there's more to life. You can enjoy life.
Yeah, you can't just be serious all the time.
And although a certain situation go down still, you still have to enjoy yourself.
That is it. So I always say, right?
Yeah.
Try and find the brighter side to negative situations. You know what I'm saying? There's always something, even if it's just a lesson in it.
Right.
All right. So we love that. Rocks. Cheers to that. So what you said? Cheers to that one. African the Artist. Big up your damn self. Okay, so before we jump into your little freestyle moment, I just want to touch a couple of topics within the entertainment industry. One being Ghana. We're gonna take it to Ghana. Shout out to everybody in Ghana right now. Yeah, big up yourself. So Black Star Line Festival, which is held in Ghana, by Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa. All right, so that's happening in Ghana as well. Another little thing I want to talk about in Ghana with Meek Mills. So Meek Mills was in Ghana, and he wanted to shoot shoot his music video or a video inside of, let's say, the presidential, like the White House, okay? The White House of Ghana, right? And so some people are having issues with that because they feel like it's disrespectful and it's rude, right? That he just came there and I don't know. Did he ask permission? Did he not? I don't know. So what do you think? I mean, do you think that it was something where it was rude of him to want to do that, or being that he's, he recently out of
well, I think
prison, right?
Yeah.
I don't really want to have to say it, but just to give the whole vision of it.
Well, I think he has recently come and apologized to the people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think he has done that. So that means there's something in there that he find himself that was probably, he shouldn't have done it.
For him to apologize.
If you really look at it, because if it was something positive, you would have said, yo, I've done something positive. What did I do wrong? But you know what I mean? He did something wherein it was an offense, because I think maybe even for the Ghana citizen, I think probably they wouldn't be given that chance if they wanted to.
I think that was the major problem there, right?
And if the table should turn and if he should be doing something at the White House, I know it can't be any and anything he's going to do at the White House.
Right, exactly, right? It has to be selective, very selective.
So that's just my take on that, you know what I mean?
All right, well, shout out to Meek Mills, shout out to everybody in Ghana. We love you here at the Lola Lashade Lifestyle Show. So going forward now, I just wanted to kind of touch those little issues, things that are going on the other side of the globe, okay, in regards to the entertainment industry. Going forward, I do want to, before I get into your freestyle moment, I want to shout out two other things within entertainment happening right now that I am promoting and plugging, all right? One being the Imperfect theater play, which will be taking place in March. That's March 18th. Okay. In Vaughan. Details will be out shortly. So I want to shout out to Real Gems Theater Production crew. Every last one of you. Shout out to every last one of you and big up yourselves. There's a little treat in there as well, guys, that I will not release just yet, but keep it, posted. Keep it locked right here. If you're looking to go out tonight, if you're in that Capricorn vibe, if it's your birthday and you want to celebrate and you don't know where to go, well, I'm going to tell you right now, Fire Flames, okay? It's all about Fire Flames event happening this Friday, the 13th. Shout out to Reggae Dancehall artist True Ace. This one's being put on by Chosen One Sound, so big up yourself, Chosen One Sound. And the location is to be determined and will be out shortly. You can get your tickets at Ticket Gateway. if I'm correct on that. That's also posted up on the Lola Lashade Lifestyle Instagram page, or all platforms actually for Lola Lashade Lifestyle. That will be posted there. So if you want to go out, you want to have a good time, it's the Red and Black Affair 3rd annual event. So shout out to everybody that is, in it's Capricorn season. So shout out to you guys. It's your birthday. Do the damn thing. Make sure you do it at the Red and Black Affair. Big up yourself, True Ears. You already know what it is. All right. So without further delay, y'all, let's get into it with African the Artist, the star and the highlight of tonight's show. Again, happy to have you here. We're going to let you rip the mic right now before we close out for the night, Toronto. To the world, listen up.
Fully. Father God, you alone know the struggle. You alone know the pressure. Through the roughest of time, Jaja be my light. You have to strong to survive. All when you are walk the right, hypocrite want take your life. Them energy no real. See that them energy no real. Them energy no real. Friend we sell you for a deal. Them energy no real. You have to solid pan the field. Them energy no real. See that them energy no real. Them energy no real. Friend we sell you for a deal. Them energy no real. You have to solid pan the field. Toronto. Man solid, firm as a rock. Love, cause hate burdens a lot. Never falter, believe in a Jah. It's not an easy road to conquer. Wait, too much crab in a barrel. Man a rob, man a kill, woman a quarrel. These days are so perilous. Them no humble it obvious. Them energy no real. See that them energy no real. Them energy no real. Friend we sell you for a deal. Them energy no. Hear me now?
Yeah.
Fully
out in the scene right here, Afro Live FM. It's your girl, Miss Lola Fayola. You already know who it is. It's African the Artist. You didn't hear me the first time. I'm sure you heard me now. Big up yourself, African the Artist.
Man, respect and thank you for having me.
No problem. My pleasure. My pleasure. Anytime you're welcome back into the house. Tell everybody where they can find your music.
Well, you guys can check me out at AfricanTheArtist. One word altogether. AfricanTheArtist. African the Artist, one word. You guys can find me on all media platforms, Spotify, Audio Mac, Bandcamp, you see me, iTunes, you name it, you can find me, YouTube. You guys just go ahead and just check out some of my music. I have lots of new projects coming out, and also make sure if you're into or you love positivity, who wanna love positivity, go ahead and check out my vlog channel. It's ATA International Vlogs. That is ATA International Vlogs. You see me fully.
Amazing. Awesome. Toronto, so we love you already. The world, we are trying to let you hear what we have right here at home in Toronto. We are here at the Afro Live FM station right here in Toronto with your girl, Miss Lola Fayola. We're going to wrap the show up right now. You already know we're here for you. We want you to reach out to the show if you're an aspiring artist, if you're an artist out there trying to do your thing and you need this extra exposure, if you're big and bold and you just want to get some extra play. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to us, Afro Live FM, or reach out to the Lola Lashade Lifestyle Show, streaming on all platforms, like I said. Don't be shy. We need to hear from you, okay? We're here for you. We are encouraging you all to follow your dreams and to answer your calling. Yeah! Love you, Toronto. To the world. We out.
And that's how